So this was a submission for Huldufólk Game Jam, I believe. October 28th, 2020 to December 5th, 2020. I do see it's got that PSX render pipeline going on. I don't think it was a requirement of the jam. Whoa, that affine texture warping, holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's pretty severe. Whoa. I don't think it was that bad on PlayStation.
Oh, the B&B host must be a shepherd.
We say PSX, but the ones we've played don't really emulate a PlayStation game in gameplay so much as they do in visual style. I think that situation that I just described doesn't happen nearly as much for Game Boy games that try to emulate that aesthetic. I think they stick to gameplay that you'd see on a Game Boy, typically. Like one that doesn't, that comes to mind is The Night That Speaks, obviously. That looks like a Game Boy game, but is nothing that a Game Boy could pull off. Holy shit, this fucking affine texture warp.
Yeah, it's like disorienting if you ever get close to a wall.
Oh my god, damn. I think you could drop that a few notches.
Yeah, assuming that is something that you can just adjust like that.
Yeah, that'd be funny if it was just a slider to select your level of texture warping.
Yeah, give me all the texture warping.
Oh.
It's interesting that so many PlayStation themed games that we play on Indie Hunters go for a different gameplay style. It's almost like either the developers like that style and they just want to use it, or maybe they thought there was like a missed opportunity with the PlayStation to make these kinds of games.
Well, is this something the PlayStation could have pulled off? Are there any games on the PlayStation that come close to these first-person horror, sometimes shooter games? Power Slave.
Closest ones that I feel like people will go for are like Silent Hill, but even those, you know, are quite a bit different.
Oh,
I think they said Huldufólk, not Huldufólk.
Huldufólk.
So I don't know, it's just a coin toss.
They don't seem to be aware of the Huldufólk.
So we're a photographer trying to capture a picture of invisible people.
I will take your advice.
Seems legit.
I'm only warning you.
Huldufólk, bitch.
Oh, don't spoil anything, bro. Oh.
No, I just wanted to say that. If I was a Huldufólk, that's what I would say when I jumped out at somebody.
Oh, are you saying that doesn't happen in the game? Wait, what? What? Oh my fucking god. I think this might be worse than Crooked Silence for affine texture warping. I'm looking at this trailer and the texture's warping to a different texture. Yeah, it's warping to the red texture of the crates over there. Is that even possible? What the fuck? You said you said it was because they got shitty hardware on the PlayStation, right?
I thought it was just because they didn't have texture filtering, or it might be the way that they displayed texture polygons. There's something they're not doing in order to keep that from happening.
Damn camera.
In order to save some kind of cycles on the CPU or something.
Okay, well tell me, since you're more familiar with the PlayStation, has any game, any licensed PlayStation game come close to this level of affine texture warping?
No, not that I know of. I mean, not that I remember. In my mind, it wasn't that bad in any game.
But more than likely, it's just been currently.
What are you up to?
I got, I got captured by some Huldufólk. They threw rocks at me.
Oh, shit! Got him. Looks like something out of Longest Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, I see credits on your screen.
Yeah. That's it, I guess. It was a jam game. I'm not expecting more or anything, but
Yeah, true.
it's a funny way to end.
Yeah. Well, that escalated quickly. I took 3 pictures and died.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have been taking pics of those invisible folk.
Well, that was interesting.
Mhm.
One thing I will say, it had very good cinematography. I liked these panning shots that looked at the countryside, or the different camera angles with the discussion at the dinner table, and changing the camera to a first person view from the guy's perspective of being stoned to death. Those are nice to see, that most people don't take into consideration, is the cinematography going on. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was cool. It was neat. It did build a pretty nice little atmosphere, like you were saying with the camera angles, and it was a neat little game, little idea. And not that this has to be anything more than a little jam game, but if they were to expand on it in some way, that'd be pretty neat too.
Just made me think about, it's a jam game, but a game's purpose doesn't necessarily have to be that it's a game or something fun to play with and engage with. It could have just been a simple, short little nothing in terms of gameplay, just to broadcast Huldufólk, because before this game I had no idea what the fuck that was. But now I do, and maybe I go on to look it up because I was so interested in the idea of it that I learn about some sort of folk horror history or something. So it may not necessarily be just to create a fun, engaging game, but just to maybe inspire some sort of tangential learning about some subject you didn't even know existed prior to the game. So in that way, it's a very good game.